Welcome to Weekly Picks, where we break down the most compelling stock narratives from our community and turn them into clear, investable stories. Let's get into it. First up is Rocket Lab, trading on the Nasdaq under RKLB. Rocket Lab already has a proven small rocket business, but the real long-term outcome depends on what comes next. Everything hinges on the new Neutron rocket. If it launches successfully and scales as planned, the upside could be meaningful. But delays are likely, and those delays could bring sharp swings in the share price. This narrative, written by community contributor Alex Labelle, stays balanced. Assuming 30% annual revenue growth over the next 5 years, the fair value comes out at $16.25. That implies the current share price is already higher than this valuation. Next up, we move from rockets to resources with Excellon Resources trading on the TSX under EXN. This is very much a high-risk, high-reward story. Excellon's investment case is built around one core idea: restarting a silver mine that's operated before. If the restart goes to plan, the upside could be significant. But right now, the market remains deeply skeptical. The fair value case sits at $31.80 Canadian, while the shares trade at just around 37 cents. What really stands out is the conviction behind the narrative. It walks through the assumptions step by step and isn't afraid to think big about what could change if things finally go right. Now let's slow things down with Credit Corp Group, trading on the ASX under CCP. Credit Corp's core debt buying business is no longer shrinking, but it's also not returning to its pre-COVID size. Instead, it's stabilizing. At the same time, the consumer lending arm has become the main earnings driver. Based on moderate growth assumptions, the fair value sits in the low $12 range, suggesting the stock is slightly ahead of where it should be today. It explains why sometimes holding still is the smartest move. So what should you do next? If any of these stories caught your attention, you can save the narrative valuations as reference points. If you want to go deeper, head to the comments and ask the authors your questions. That discussion is where a lot of the value lives. You can also explore hundreds of other narratives in the community page, from speculative turnarounds to steady, cycle-aware businesses like Credit Corp. And if you've got a stock story of your own, you can create and publish a narrative yourself. Meet the featuring criteria, and your work could be shared with millions of investors. That's it for this week's Weekly Picks. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.